Hey, it's Coach Pam from Coach Pam Fitness. Today's live and blog has absolutely nothing to do with fitness, but sort of has something to do with mental health and the tough job it is of being a parent. Well, let me tell you, today is a big struggle bus day for me. Huge. I may shed a tear or two in this live, warning you right now. Letting go. If you follow me, you know I have a 16-year-old and an 11-year-old. You saw my post yesterday. I got an email from the middle school telling me what team my 11-year-old is on, starting 6th grade. Oh boy. And my 16-year-old is going to be a junior. So yesterday, my 11-year-old got invited to go on vacation with his friend that he's known since he was 3. They've been in the same classroom in the same school since they were 3 years old. So from 3 preschool on. So this is totally not about trust. I love this family to death. They are super nice, kind. It's more about letting go and realizing that your kids grow up. Oh, Lord, I'm going to cry. So today he just left and to go away for 5 days. Now, I'm not saying he's never been away from me. He has. He has been at my parents' for weeks at a time. My husband and I go on vacation and leave him with my mom and dad, but he's never been on a vacation with his friends. And my oldest actually has never been on vacation with his friends either. But so not only did he leave to go on vacation with friends, my 16-year-old just took off with a driving instructor that I don't even know. So it's a struggle. I'm a kind of a control freak. I like to be a part of my kids' life in every step of the way. And for 16 years, my kids have been my life. I mean, I did do part-time work 3 years ago. 3.5, almost 4 years ago, I went back to work part-time as a preschool teacher, and then last year I left that to just substitute. So for the most part, for 16 years, my children have been my life. And now they're not going to be part of my life, you know? Like they're not fully invested in me. I need to let them go and be independent human beings, and that's tough. That's tough for parents. Because when we have kids, we never realize how fully in love you can be with someone until you give birth. You know, it's a completely different kind of love and protection mode that we moms go in. So this is kind of going to be rambling. I had a bunch of thoughts in my head, but it's kind of a rambling live video about letting go. Letting go, letting go, let it go, let it go. So I'm struggling today. Today's a big struggle bus day. My kids are growing up and I'm not really ready for that to happen. My oldest is going to be in college in 2 years, and it's going to be weird, you know. For 16 years they've been dependent on me, and I'm trying really hard to let my 16-year-old make his own decisions. Monday, he made his own decision about what to do with his braces, which I was very proud of him about. I've been making him call to set up his driver's ed appointments. I wasn't really ready for my 11-year-old to want to go off without me for 5 days. So it's kind of, this whole notion of letting go kind of creates anxiety that I never really was prepared for, and I honestly didn't really expect. It's kind of like a little bit of grief, you know, like a loss, because it is sort of, they're branching out from being these dependent creatures that depend on you for everything to exploring on their own. And wow, it's tough. It's tough. I'm gonna write a blog about this. I'm gonna write a blog and figure out how we can, as parents, can be a little more prepared to let go, you know, because it's hard. I mean, we need to set boundaries on ourselves so we're not the hovering helicopter parents. I hope I'm not a helicopter parent. In some aspects, I think I am. But we need to set boundaries for ourselves so that we can let our kids grow and become independent and learn how to master life on their own. Because the only way they're really going to learn how to master life is by failing. And when we don't let them fail and we don't let them experience all life has to offer, then we're kind of failing as parents. So we need to let them learn from their mistakes. As our kids grow up, we need to kind of acknowledge that we did the best we could do, and, you know, it's now time to be less hands-on and more giving them their independence and just be an advisory or a counselor versus being a control freak parents, I guess. You know, the hands-on stage is ending for me, and that's really really hard. So one thing I read is that we need to be okay with the grief that we feel, because it's a transition. Like, every stage of life is a transition, and it's a loss for youth, but we should feel joy that we've done the best we can and that they are ready to explore on their own. I guess that's what they say anyway. But it's also a chance for us to build a new relationship while we're still their parents. Yes, first and foremost, we're still their parents, but we need to build a new relationship that's less about that total dependency and more about building a mutual respect, admiration, and celebrate them that they're becoming capable, well-rounded adults. I need to remember that. They're being capable, well-rounded adults. They're being capable, well-rounded adults. I need to remember that as this 5 days progresses. So yeah. So I'm going to do a blog about this because I think it's going to be cathartic for me to write about. Just like it's been cathartic for me to talk about this. Oh boy. Deep breath. They're becoming well-rounded individuals. They're becoming well-rounded individuals, and they will learn and grow and blossom from their experiences away from the home. Right? Whew, okay. So I don't know what I'm going to say anymore. I just wanted to let you know that my life is not always all about health and fitness. There is a real aspect to my life, and there's a lot of struggle buses going on this week for me, and tomorrow is going to be another one that I want to share with you about. And so yeah, it's tough. It's tough being a parent. Yeah, it's just tough being a parent, but we have to let our kids grow and learn and blossom, and that can't happen if we hover over them, right? So anyway, thanks for watching. I appreciate your support, and I'm excited to learn about my son's first day of driving with his instructor, and I'm going to be excited to hear about my youngest's adventures on his friend's family vacation. So it's all going to be good, and it's just different. It's different when they're not dependent on you. So anyway, thanks for watching, and have a fantastic day. Look for my blog about this. Might take me a day or two to get my act together, my thoughts together into a coherent thought about this whole process. But anyway, thanks for watching, and have a fantastic day. And remember to give your children room to grow and blossom, because they need that, and we need that as well. All right, have a fantastic day. Talk to you soon.